Good day and welcome to another edition of Outside of Genie. We will be looking at the meeting from Fairview on the Poly today, the 19th of October. Before we look at the form and the betting, there's one or two things I would like to discuss with you. This video is sponsored by the Super Income Club. You can subscribe to this video, click on the subscribe now button, ring the bell, and you'll get notified every time that this video are posted on YouTube. You can also find us on the social media, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp 083-585-5133. Before we join, I just want to quickly give a short feedback of some of our results over the last 2 days. At Tilfontein, race 2, we gave you Quattro Passi, that one at 13 to 1. And then race 9, we gave you Meleta, which was an outright selection and a value bet that opened up at 17 to 2, but was back into 3 to 1. So if you followed our early selections, that you could have still gotten 17 to 2. At Devonville, we gave you 2 winners, to one Power Girl at 6 to 1, and the other one Alfred's Goal at 20 to 1. And yesterday at Gravel, we actually had a good run in the first 3 races. We won all 3 quartets, and that is what they paid out. 2,100, 913, and 2,300. In race 3, we also gave you Captain Ariana, was outsider selection, that was 20 to 1, and Iris Bell was our other outsider selection that placed second. The exacta paid 120, the trifecta 640, and the quartet 2348. In race 7, our outsider selection, number 7, American Indian, who was 25 to 1, ranked third at 619 a place. And race 9, our outright selection and value bet, number 1, Golden Duke, was first at 8 to 1, surviving an objection. Our normal package is 500 Rand a month, but if you subscribe now till the end of October, you can get the remainder of the month for 200 Rand. WhatsApp us on 083-585-5133. And then just to show you what we give you race by race selections, outright winner, and 2 possible outsider selections. Two daily recommended doubles, value bets, normally 6 to 1 and better. Best bet of the day. Other day the Val, we give you Whipping Boy, that was 4 to 1, and we give you suggested trifecta quartet selection. As you can see, sometimes they do pay handsomely, and we give you affordable PA and pick sixes, which normally go close or win, and you can then take that numbers, add them to your numbers, or whatever you want to do, whatever play you suits. When you do describe, we then send you get added to a WhatsApp group, and you get the selections like this on a sheet. One sheet, your race by race, pick 6, PA, trifecta quartets, your value bets, and your doubles as shown there. So now let's move over to the racing, where we start off with the first race. First race is a maiden plate. Oh my goodness, sorry, I just want to need to get this back up to the top. It's a maiden plate over 1,000 meters, and just I apologize. Okay, I apologize for that. Every time the phone rings, my dogs go mad, and just right. So let's have a look at the first race at 12:20, and the betting is as follows. Number 1, for instance, Zina 18 to 10, Easy Clock 33 to 10, Isn't It Bliss 4 to 1, Step It Up Baby 9 to 1, Chrissy's Gold 16 to 1. Cinnabar 16 to 1, Urban Oasis 16 to 1, 16 to 1, Very Caballero 25 to 1, and longer the rest. Now, here's our, I just want to quickly mention that we get requests from people that says, yeah, can't we just cover more form? And at the end of the day, then the video gets too long, so I'm trying to make this as short as possible within half an hour. So I touch on the first horse I touch on is normally my first selection. The other 2, my outsider selections. in no particular order, and then maybe one or two more horses per race that I give my view on. So here we're going to go for number 8, Isn't It Bliss. This is from the Katniss stable, Mariba riding, drawn 2. And this horse has shown some promise. First time out, ran a nice race behind the Lena, 23 seconds, 400 cruise, which is a fair time. Last time out, 23.8, was leading and ran out of it at the end. And hopefully this number 8, Elusive Ford, Fuddy can improve and go to start to finish today. In outside the selections, we go for number 2, which is this is Gold. This is an ex-carry runner. I do believe that this horse coming down has run in Gauteng, where the form is a little bit stronger, drawn nicely at 5. And I think Chrissy's Gold can give a good account of himself today. My other outsider selection is number 10, which is Step It Up Baby. Step It Up Baby didn't run improved race on Friday, and I hope the improvement continues. If the horse has pulled up well, getting the -4, drawn 6. I see Zietsman Oosthuizen have a number of runners today. It looks like he can have a good day. Yeah, there are other runners in this field that have chances. I think number 9, Vedi Cavalieri, can probably improve a little bit. Wonder Woman can probably be back in the quartets. Urban Ace is also a job. Gauteng horse has had 2 runs. First one wasn't too bad. Last time out a little way behind, but also drawn 10, maybe for the back end of the quartets. Here we have Cinnabar coming from Cape Town, has had a few opportunities. Let's show some promise. Last time out really ran a bad race, can improve. So all in all, not a clear-cut winner for this race. Then we go to race number 2, from beautiful maiden plate over 1,300 meters. Here we have number 1, Raincap 4-1, Winter Palace 4-1, Esbozando 4-1, Red Berry 5-1, Queen Louise 11-2, That Jubilee 16-1, 18-1, and longer the rest. So here we are at race number 2. Last time out when Raincap ran, I did say in my preview, and I also made it one of my outsider selections, that I do believe this horse is much better than it forms shows. And I proved right. He nearly won the race, but just got run out of it at the end. And now getting again the -4, but unfortunately drawn 11 where it was last time. So maybe it will just go to the front again, and hopefully it can stay on this time over a little bit of a shorter distance, 100 meters shorter. And for outsider selections, I'm going to go for number 7, which is Queen Louise, another Zietsman runner coming from Durban. I do feel that is Master of My Fate filly by Al-Mafti Me, Lady Windsor, which has thrown a few winners, can improve. Lyle Hewitson got the right from draw 5. Look for improvement, do include all your bets. Then my other outsider selection is number 8, is for Zando. I'm not sure about that name. Also shown improvement last time out over the 1,200 meters. Can keep on improving. I like the coup de grace reading, and Ferrara's drawing from a number 4 draw, definitely have a chance. Number 9, Sahana, maybe include in the back end of your quartets, can improve a little bit. Yeah, and then that is that for race number 2. Let's move on to race number 3. Here we have another maiden plate over 1,900 meters. Here we have 2 strong runners from the Zietsman Oosthuizen, 18-10 the pair, Jeffrey Palace and Idio Foren, Ford Winter 3-1, Go Daddy 8-1, Former Tina 14-1, and 14-1, and Better the rest. So let's have a look here at number 2 and 3. Number 1, Jeffrey Palace, that run an improved race the last 2 times, but that finished behind number 2, Idio Foren. And of the Idio Foren getting the -4, I can't see number 1, Jeffrey Palace finishing in front of Idio Foren, as Idio Foren did beat it last time on level weights. So if the normal handicapping rules apply, number 2 should be too good for number 1. Then we have also number 3, Go Daddy, hasn't shown really good form, have to improve coming from Durban. but you know, you never know. Michael van Rensburg and Gavin Smith is a strong combination, can surprise all of us. In number 4, Ford Wimpy also ran 2 improved races behind Market Day and Moonlight Stranger. Now here again we look at it, the weight turnaround ran behind number 2 Idiophorin, and now at a level of it's getting 3 kilograms, but now Idiophorin only carrying 56, so it's also at the weight disadvantage to number 2 at number 2 Idiophorin. So it looks to me that Idiophorin might be the you know, because of the weight, is the one to beat. I did give Pomatino last time out, it did show, but it didn't, it faded, and also the race before, and I thought that is going to go on, but there's also, you know, I think maybe keep an eye on it. I think it will be improved, will improve at some stage. In missteps, as shown here and there, maybe back end of your quartets. Let's move on to race number 4, which is a merit rated 70 handicap class D, average merit rating 65, and here the betting is as follows. Number 1, Ice Baron, 5 to 2 at the Opera, 9 to 2 Jackpot Jewel, 11 to 2 Humanitarian, 11 to 2 King Capone, 15 to 2 Human Me, 10 to 1 Galoon, 14 Overcount, 14 18 to 1 and longer the rest. So let's go here where my first selection, race 4, is number 11. Number 10 is Humanitarian, Sharks Phantom Stable. Unfortunately, drawn 12 Lyle Hewitson on board and carrying a little bit of overweight, but still only carrying 53. This horse is showing like he's getting back to form, and I do believe that today with Lyle Hewitson, this horse will run an improved race and can be there when the photos are taken. In my outsider selections in this race is number 4, which is King Capone, also from the Jock Stable, now having Luke Ferraris on board, drawn 8, has also run some decent races lately, and can also improve. I see the Jock Stable is getting a few winners, so maybe it would be a good to take those 2 horses in exacta as well. And my other selection is Jackpot Jewel, which is Louis Makotsa for Sharon Kotson, always a strong stable. This horse won its maiden and then has been running there and thereabouts, you know, always there, 3 or 4 lengths behind. And I do think Jackpot Jewel are definitely in here with a chance, because as you see, this horse has run on strongly. Today over 1900 meters, look for this horse to be running on when the others will be stopping. Then, yeah, we have Ice Baron is a favorite. Definitely with a chance. Ran in a higher division last time out behind middle, but before that won in this division, and definitely in with a chance, not with, you know, can also be involved in the finish. Again, Smith and Van Rensburg, nice combination. So let's move on to the next race, which is race number 5. Fillies and Mares handicap 64, class E, average merit rating 63. Now let's have a look at the betting. And the betting is here is Colorado Springs 8 to 10, Mary Lee 8 to 1, 9 to 1, Run Flores, Cursus Queen 9 to 1, Isis Queen, Cerelia 11 to 1, 16 to 1, and Better the other. Now here again, I'm going against a favorite, and my first selection is the favorite stable companion, and that is number 9, Cerelia. Cerelia was beaten by Colorado Springs at level weights, but now Colorado Springs is carrying 60 kilograms, and Cerelia is only carrying 56 and a half. So I think that weight difference will bring them closer together, and I do think Cerelia won well last time out, so it might be improving filly. So I'm looking for this Jackson filly to go one better again today and be the stable companion. But the stable companion, not without their chances, is definitely not a given that number 9 will win, but that for me it's a nice selection according to the weight turnaround. Then number 10, she's a rock star, also carrying a lightweight, has been running good. I don't know what happened last time, but let's forgive her for that run. But before that, run 3 good races, and with the weight down, can definitely be a contender. My other outsider selection is number 12, Aces Queen. This horse never gives up. He always runs a good race, or she always runs a good race. Look again for her today. We're finishing, coming the end of the race, can be involved in the photos are taken. And let's move down to race number 6. Before we discuss race number 6, I just want to touch on something else. Guys, I've been talking a while now, and maybe you are getting tired of it, maybe not. I joined the Super Income Club. They got opportunities where you can earn some money, and you can earn above average income, and they are looking for people who are positive, and they have got an opportunity where you only started off with 100 rand to get started, and you earn dollars, which is a conversion rate of 1 rand to $1 equals 17 rand. So there's no sales involved, and there you can go for more information 072-294-1688. Now I just want to show you, I joined on the 5th, and I signed up my first person on the 7th of October. Now my total income so far is 2,100 rand, and as you can see, I've been earning every day. I've been earning a little bit of money, 100 rand here and there. On that the 14th of October, I earned 450. On the 15th, only 65 rand. Then 437 on the 16th. And yesterday on the Sunday, I managed to earn 443 rand. Now, I know for a fact that some of you watching this video are playing horses because you need money. And I've invited you countless times. Just send me your information. I will then, send you the information, and you can have a look at it. You don't have to join on anything. But really, if you are in need of money, and I know that a lot of you are in need of money, and a lot of you maybe want to have an extra income. So why not make use of the opportunity where you'll get information for free? Just WhatsApp me and let me see how I can assist you. In that case, let's move back to the business of the day, where the betting as follows on race 6 is as follows. Number 2, Winter Court 19 to 20, Sao Paulo 4 to 1, Yellowstone 8 to 1, 14 to 20, 14 to 1 Track Queen, Optimum 14, Silver Falcon 14, 16 to 1 Time Stand Still, and longer the rest. Now here in race number 6, let's have a look at the form. Now first of all, I want to look at number 2, Winter Court. Okay, Winter Court came from Cape Town and won his maiden by 7 lengths. But one must really, at Fairview, you must be very, you need to assess the race it won. I do know it won well, and I'm not saying it can't go in again, but it's drawn 10, and we don't know the strength of that maiden field that is beat, because, as I said again, in Fairview, sometimes you get good, strong maiden plates. Otherwise, really, you're running against the blind school, and only time will tell how the form would be. But really, we have 4 runners, no winners out of that race. Winter Court. This horse is already a 5-year-old. Can't possibly not improve a lot. So my selection here is number 1, Sao Paulo. Hard knocking, will also run well again on Friday. Getting a -4, jamming class, and I think Sao Paulo might be the business in this race, but I can be wrong. Outsider selection number 3, Trap Queen. It's also running here and thereabouts, running a good race and another good race, and but I do think that on this over this distance today, Trap Queen might be a contender. And then also number 7, which is Yellowstone. Now, Yellowstone relocated from Gauteng, where it ran some decent races against some decent opposition, and now it has had 2 or 3 runs running down in class again today. Has run again Brazelnut. Brazelnut didn't run too bad yesterday. But Gravel, New Grundy is not a donkey, so I do feel that 7 Yellowstone might be in a good chance in this race. We move on to race number 7, where we have a merit at the 7-8 handicap. Class C average merit rating 76. And here the betting is as follows. Number 4, Victoria Tower 19 to 10. Joyful Noise 18 to 10. Craven and Star 9 to 2. 6 Bold Dreamer 8 to 1. 13 to 1 Aqua Delta 14 to 1 and longer the rest. Now that's my first selection here is number 1. Now number 1 is Aqua Delta. That relocated from the Cox stable. Now I believe that any horse that can win its first race outright must have ability. Now, number 1, Aqua Delta is already a 4-year-old, but only had 7 runs, winning his first race by 1.2. Out of that, 2 winners came. It ran behind Eden Rock. Now, I mean, I don't have to mention the name Eden Rock. Eden Rock is a grade 1 runner. Here, this horse finished 4 lengths behind Eden Rock. Spirit of the game, no donkey, only less than 10 lengths. Galactic Warrior, also a good horse, 5 lengths. Battle of Trafalgar, good horse, 5 lengths. Bergerac nearly won again on Saturday. Showed the pace and just stopped over the last bit. And then again, behind Big Bear over 1,000 meters, I think the 1,000 meters might have been a little bit too short. But down in class, and I think from a 90 today to a 76, I'm sure Aqua Delta is going to run a big race today, and I'm looking for this to be there when the photos are taken. Outside the selections is number 3, Travel and Style, minus the 4 again, did win on Friday. It looks like it's going to run again, definitely in your horse with a chance. Victoria Tower, let's have a look at Victoria Tower. Rick Shane, this horse comes from Durban, has run against some decent opposition. Definitely we're not without a chance, very well bred. Now, let me tell you a story about Europa Point. Now that I see Europa Point, I used to have a horse called Russian Artist. It was a filly. And I actually named her because she was out of Aristus and some Russian female, Russian sage or something like that. So, Europa Point ran on the ball, winning the race, and my horse ran second. And they say Europa Point beat a weak field. That day, my horse came out the next run and he won. And she actually, Russian Artist, ran up 5, winning 5 races. So when I see this Europa Point, it brings back good memories of good days. And yeah, you know, sometimes life goes fast and goes fast. But yeah, Victoria Power, not without a chance, can be involved in the finish. My other outsider selection is number 6, which is Bold Dreamer. Now this 3-year-old has been running well against, you know, some of the better 3-year-olds, Global Drama, but has also beaten some nice horses for luck's sake. If I'm not mistaken, for luck's sake was won the other day. So Bold Dreamer from draw 4, definitely with a chance. And I see Mariba is getting a lot of rides from Atlas, and I'm really glad for him. So, yeah, then here we have number 8, Joyful Noise, one of the favorites. Also ran well after, you know, beating Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs won again. And if Colorado Springs wins today, definitely it will enhance his chances. Ran second behind Scented Garden. So definitely Joyful Noise also in a huge chance. As I said, the favorite is not home. The number 1 is not home. You know, you still have to win the race, but number 8 can also be involved in the finish. Yeah, here we've got for luck's sake. I've just spoken about for luck's sake, which won its last race. And as 9-year-old doesn't know when to stop. Already won 8 races, and there's no reason why he probably can't go in today again. So watch out for that one. And yeah, definitely an open race, I think. And Microbe also runs well there and thereabouts. getting a -4, and also Surprise. So I think a very open race actually. Then we move up to the last race, race 8. It's a Paris Maze, 64 handicap. Class D, average merit rating 64. Let's have a look at the betting. Here the betting is number 1, Sheka, 33 to 10. La Douce, 4 to 1. Goodbye Love, 5 to 1. Interpret Travel, 7 to 1. Beneficiary, 9 to 1. Ballerina, 9 to 1. 12 to 1. Bridesmaid Blue, and 40 to 1 and longer. Here my first selection is number 10, which is Ballerina. Due to the fact that this horse is getting a -4, drawn 3, did one a nice race a few runs back, didn't run too bad on Friday, and I'm looking for this horse to be involved when the photos are taking. And outside the selection is number 5, Intrepid Traveler. This horse is, I think, is very well bred, and has been running. One is maiden by 4 lengths, and then 3.5 behind Viva Pia, elusive Jahid. And I think this horse can improve any time. It's now back on the poly. Well, it's the second run on the poly. Last time out, not too bad. 23 seconds, 400 to finish, not too bad. Ran on late, and I think Intrepid Traveler can probably improve today to run into the money or even win the race. My other outsider selection is number 8, Royal Reward. The ex-Joburg horse, also getting the -4. 2 runs back, ran second behind Portushag with the same jockey. Last time out, and that was in a 70, now running in a 64. Last time out was there and there, but I don't know what happened. Brush front gate, so maybe they got inconvenience at the start, so will probably improve today. The favorite, also number 1 Chica is the favorite. That one is maiden well, and last time out ran behind the blue just says. But I don't think this horse is like a certainty in this race. Definitely can be beaten. Also, Goodbye Love is a 3-year-old that can improve. Drawn 1, maybe including a quartet if we don't go to field. Alaskan Fate also runs some good races now and then. One to look out for. Cinderella Beautiful came from Joburg, for Peter Stable, won with half a lane beating Easy Clock. See what Easy Clock wins. If Easy Clock wins today, that can enhance this horse's chances. It's a coup de grace, and I like this coup de grace. So maybe this is the kind of field here that you want to go into for the field. Bridesmaid Blue also, Ashley Fortune, now PE has won 1 race, but also always thereabouts 2 lengths, 3 lengths. Another kind of form can improve, but unfortunately broad team, that might be a bit of a disadvantage. Beneficiary, also horse running there and thereabouts, and with the Jacques stable form, can be involved in the finish. So as you can see, all in all, the open race, yes, Lyle Hewitson and La Duchesse, which I also give a nice chance, has been running well, and definitely also in and also be involved. So maybe my suggestion when you play this big 6, just go for the field. So I hope I could point you in the right direction for a few winners, and as I always say, break a leg.